cookies in the oven. I've checked on the elves. Oh, yes, I have to send Santa's suit out for dry cleaning. Oh, well, hello there. How are you doing today? I'm so happy to see you. I'm Mrs. Santa Claus.
Hello, boys and girls. I'm Mrs. Santa Claus, and I'm so happy that you could make time to visit with me here in my North Pole home today. We are very, very excited here at the North Pole because tomorrow is that magical night that only comes once a year. It's Christmas Eve, the night we wait for all year round. And we are all very, very excited here at the North Pole. And if I seem energized, it's because I drank a lot of coffee this morning. No, I didn't drink coffee. I don't drink coffee, silly. I only drink cocoa. But I do put a little bit of espresso in it when I need an extra jolt. And I've been very, very busy, so I needed that extra jolt today. And you know what else I need? I need a good laugh from my very best friend, aside from Santa Claus, Freddie the Little Fir Tree. Good morning, Freddie, or afternoon, depending on when you're watching this show. Hello, Freddie. How are you today? Well, Mrs. Claus, I'm feeling pretty good today. I got 3 jokes about Santa that I think you're really going to love, and I'm going to start right off with the very first one. Oh, okay, without hesitation, let's go, Freddie. All right, Mrs. Claus, what does Santa say when he's walking backwards? Oh, that's silly, Freddie. Why would Santa be walking backwards? I don't know, Mrs. Claus, but just in case he was, what do you think he would say? But, Freddie, I just can't figure out why Santa Claus would be walking backwards. It doesn't seem to make any sense. Oh, look, I'm falling apart again. Oh, it's just ridiculous, this outfit. I think I need to gain more weight so it will fit me properly and won't be falling off. Oh, more cookies for me. Now, where was I? Mrs. Claus, I was asking you what Santa says when he walks backwards. Oh, yes, and I was saying that would be just ridiculous to have Santa Claus walking backwards. But okay, for the sake of the joke, Freddie, what does Santa say when he's walking backwards? This ought to be good. Santa says, oh, oh, oh. Get it? Because ho, 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 backwards it's oh, oh, oh. You like that one, Mrs. Claus? Freddie, that's so silly. That's a typical Freddie joke. Just ridiculous and silly. And yes, I do like it. Very, very much. Have you got another one for us, Freddie? Yes, Mrs. Claus. I got all kinds of Santa Claus jokes today. Okay, now suppose that Santa Claus was, suppose he was a singer. What do you think he'd want to be called? If Santa Claus was a singer, what would he want to be called? I don't know. Rockin' Santa? Or Santa Domingo? I don't know, Freddie. What would Santa want to be called? He'd want to be called Elvis. Get it? Because Santa's like the #1 elf of all. And Elvis, Elvis. You like Elvis, don't you, Mrs. Claus? Oh, Freddie, you know I loved Elvis Presley. And I still do like to do the jailhouse rock every once in a while. And yes, I think that's a very funny joke. Santa would want to be called Elvis. Oh! Okay, Freddie, 3's the charm. You got another one for me? Yes, I am, Mrs. Claus. I've got the 3rd Santa Claus joke right here. Are you ready for it? Oh, Freddie, yes, I'm very, very ready. Let's hit it. Okay, Mrs. Claus, what's Santa Claus's absolute favorite place to deliver presents? Oh, I don't think Santa Claus plays favorites when it comes to delivering presents, but I'm game. Tell me what it is, Freddie. He likes to go to Idaho, ho, ho. Oh, that's the best one yet, Freddie. That was very, very good. I like that one almost as much as I like the one about the snowman who was smelling carrots. You're back in form, Freddie. Good for you. Have you saved your very best jokes for tomorrow, Christmas Eve? Because it's our last show, you know. Oh, yeah, Mrs. Claus, I've got some whoppers for tomorrow. I'll be back, okay? Okay, Freddie. Thank you very much. And now, boys and girls, it's time for us to look at another festively decorated house playing music for Christmas. Let's watch this video, shall we?
There's a little Christmas village underneath our Christmas tree, and the people there are waiting for Santa just like me. I've never seen them moving, and I've never heard a peep. I guess they do their Christmas things when I am fast asleep. Every year in December, after we put up our tree, one morning it appears there like a Christmas mystery. I don't know where it comes from, and I don't know where it goes. That little Christmas village in the angel hair snow. Oh, Santa Claus, dear Santa Claus, this year when you come round, can you bring some tiny presents for that little Christmas town? When you're packing up the toys and things for big kids just like me, please remember all the little folks who live under my tree. There's a Christmas cookie bakery beside the town toy shop, a teeny tiny church with a steeple on the top. There are little Christmas candles lit behind the wee windows. I love to sit there in the dark and watch that village glow. Oh, Santa Claus, dear Santa Claus, this year when you come round, can you bring some tiny presents for that little Christmas town? When you're packing up the toys and things for big kids just like me, please remember all the little folks who live under my tree.
Dear God, thank you so much for my family and my home.
I wonder about the children in their cozy little beds. Do thoughts of toys and candy canes go round their little heads? Do they dream of Santa and hope that he'll remember their little Christmas village that appears there each December? Oh, Santa Claus, dear Santa Claus, this year when you come round, can you bring some tiny presents for the people in that town? When you're packing up the toys and things for big kids just like me, please remember all the little folk who live under my tree.
Oh, that was very, very nice. Oh, I loved it. What a festive house, and what a nice song, too. You know, Santa Claus gets to see millions of these houses as he travels all around the world on Christmas Eve, but I only get to see them when they're in videos. So thank you very, very much for sharing that video with us. I do love those. Okay, now it's time for me to get into my basket. Well, I'm not really going to get into it because I don't think I'd fit in here, do you? No, I'm going to reach inside and see if there's a letter in here for me. Oh, yes, Mrs. Claus, North Pole, it says. Let's see what it says. Dear Mrs. Claus, how are you? Well, I'm very fine. Thank you for asking. How is Freddie? Oh, Freddie is fine. Freddie had some good jokes today. I hope you heard them. I am enjoying watching your TV show. I like Freddie's jokes most of all. Oh, that's very, very nice. Did you hear that, Freddie? He said he likes your jokes most of all. I've been watching your head elf, Holly, and I am wondering how somebody gets that job. Do you need to be born an elf, or can you become one? On Rudolph, Hermie was born an elf, but he didn't want to be one. He wanted to be a dentist. Well, you know how I feel about that Rudolph show. They mixed up what my Santa Claus did when he saw Rudolph's nose, and they mixed up that thing about Hermie, too. Hermie could have been a dentist if he wanted to. Nobody would have minded. We need dentists here at the North Pole. We have elf doctors, we have elf bakers, we have elf plumbers. The elves can do anything they want. Now, where was I? Okay, my mom says I can be anything I want to be when I grow up. But there are two problems there. First, I don't want to grow up. Don't want to grow up either. And second, I don't think anyone can become an elf. Would you hire someone to work in the toy shop who wasn't an elf? I hope so. Please send me a job application. Your friend, Nicholas Cable, Phoenix, Arizona. P.S. I would like to live in the North Pole. It's always hot here in Arizona, and the cold would be a nice, refreshing change. Oh, Nicholas, that's just a lovely letter. I can tell you're a thinking little boy. Well, first of all, yes, in order to be an elf, you have to be born an elf. You can't become an elf. It doesn't happen. It's just not done that way. The only elf that ever became an elf was St. Nicholas, who became Santa Claus. And then after that, it was just elves galore after that. So that's out. But every once in a while, we do hire somebody up here who's not an elf. So if you would like to come up here and live with us in the North Pole, you should know that once you're here, you can never, never, never leave. So if you get homesick, it's just too bad. But if you really, really, really want to work here, I'll send you a job application. I personally think it would be lovely to live in Arizona, but not all year round. It might get to be too hot. Let's see. One more letter. Mrs. Claus, North Pole. What does it say? Oh, I can't open it up. I can't open it. Okay. Here we go. Dear Mrs. Claus, how is everything at the North Pole? I love when the boys and girls begin their letters like that. It's so considerate when you're writing a letter to ask how things are, to ask how the person is. It's very, very thoughtful. I've been very good this year. I'm saving my list of things that I would like for my letter to Santa. But what's really important is I have a question. I am 10 years old and moved to a new school this year. My friends say I'm dumb for believing in Santa Claus. Please tell me, Mrs. Claus, is Santa Claus real? I would appreciate an answer right away, because if he's not real, then I'm not going to bother writing a letter to him. Love, Katie O'Banion. Oh, Katie, you are at a very interesting age. At your age, many children decide not to believe in Santa, not to believe in magic, not to believe in anything that they can't see right in front of their faces. But look at me. Can you see me right in front of your face? Katie, let me just ask you this. You have to make a choice. Do you want to live in a world where there's no Santa Claus? If you want to live in a world where there's no Santa Claus, then go ahead and stop believing in him. But if you want to live in a world filled with magic and love and happiness and surprises and wonder in every day, then you go right on believing in my husband Santa Claus, because he's real. And if you keep him in your heart, he'll always be real to you, Katie. Thank you so much for writing to Mrs. Claus. And now it's time to look in here into Santa's book of girls and boys who have been very, very good this year. There are millions and millions of names in here, but today I only have time to read a few. So let's see what we have. We have Emiria, and we have Julian, and we have Lawrence. We have Stephanie and Olga, Malachi, RJ, JJ, PJ, and MJ. Those are very hard names to spell. We also have Madeline and Maura, Julia and Daryl, Adam and Lee. We have Kathy and Alex and Anna, Crystal and Nate, Sharon and Maxine, Mimi, Cody, Jamie and Ross, Andy and Dorothy, Clement and Raj, Kendra and Genevieve and Stanley, Stefan and Joshua, Lucy and Kristen, and Kingston and Douglas, Nicolette, Aria, and Nina, and many more names in here. But that's all I have time for, because tomorrow is Christmas Eve, and to tell you the truth, boys and girls, I'm a little concerned about what's going on in the toy shop. I know Holly, the head elf, is doing the very best job she can. But if she doesn't do a very good job this year, we might have to replace her with that little boy who wrote to me asking for a job application. I'm just kidding. Don't worry, Holly. Your job is not in danger. Let's check in with Holly and see how things are going down in the workshop.
Hi, Mrs. C. I brought with me somebody up from our toy gift wrapping department. This is Phineas. Hi, how are you?
Hello, Phineas.
Now, we have solved our gift wrapping problem. We have those wrapping elves, the ones who are putting down those awesome holiday beats, building morale for the elves that are actually wrapping the presents. So our production is up tenfold because of those Christmas tunes.
Oh, that's wonderful. Well, so you're all ready for tomorrow then?
Yes, we're doing quite well. Oh, Phineas, what's the matter?
I'm a little nervous. We still haven't packed the sleigh. There are wrapping elves everywhere. First,
work together to make sure everything happens by Christmas.
Are you sure? It just seems like there's been so many problems these days.
Now, what would Christmas be without the magic of Santa's elves? And Mrs. Claus, don't you think we've been doing a great job this year?
Fantastic! Just a very good job, Phineas. Don't worry. Mrs. Claus's elves, oh, I'm supposed to call them Santa's elves, but everybody knows I'm the real boss. You're going to be just great. Don't worry about it at all.
Oh, do you really think so?
I'm sure of it.
Oh, thanks, Mrs. C. I feel a lot better. Let's get back to work, Holly.
It looks like Phineas wants to get right back to it. With only 2 days until Christmas, we do still have a lot of things to do.
But I thought you said...
Don't worry, we'll be fine. I'll check in with you later, Mrs. C.
Bye, Mrs. C.
Bye-bye. Have fun. Remember, it's supposed to be fun. Good job, Holly. You've done a wonderful job. She is great, isn't she? I think she's an excellent head elf. And now, boys and girls, I'm going to show you some more things from one of my collections. We started off day before yesterday with my Santa Claus collection, and then yesterday I showed you a few of my snowmen. Today I'm going to show you angels. Do you know what angels are, boys and girls? They're very special creatures that live in heaven with God, and they have wings, and they do wonderful things like play the harp and sing and float around on the clouds. And you have a guardian angel. Yes, everybody has a guardian angel. Now, this angel might be someone who loved you very, 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 very much when you were first born. It might be someone who has now gone on to live in heaven with God, like your great-great-grandmother. Or it might be someone who never knew you, but is watching you from heaven and really wants to take extra special care of you. So always know that you have a guardian angel with you at all times to take care of you. You can't see her or him, but you know that they are there. Now, Mrs. Claus, when I was a little girl, one time I went out in my backyard. There was a tree that had fallen from a lightning storm, and my father had attached a rope to one of the branches on another tree so I could stand on the tree that had fallen and hold onto the rope and bounce up and down like this. But one time I was out there and I lost my balance and I started swinging around on that rope like this. But eventually I fell spang down on the ground and it knocked all the breath out of me. I think my guardian angel was watching over me that day because it could have been a real disaster. I could have hit my head or broken my arm or, heavens, I could have broken my face. But nothing bad happened except I got the wind knocked out of me. So that's a good example of a guardian angel taking care of someone. Okay, now I'm going to show you some of my favorite pieces from my collection of angels. Here is a very, very beautiful angel that someone made out of silky, shiny fabric. And she has beautiful golden wings. She's designed to hang on a Christmas tree, but she's very, very heavy. So you have to hang her on very, very sturdy branches. She was made by hand by somebody with golden thread. Isn't that beautiful? I don't remember who it was that gave her to me, but she's a very, very treasured part of my collection. Now, she was made to hang on a tree, so she doesn't stand up. We'll just lie her down right there. And now, over here is a beautiful little angel that was also handmade by a crafter. God bless the crafters. They make special, one-of-a-kind gifts. Now, this little angel has wings that are made out of, I think they're that plastic stuff. I can't remember what they're called. And she has holly on her and a little sign that says, "Let it snow." And she's wearing a dress that has snowmen on it. And she has a lovely halo. And she is also designed to hang on a Christmas tree. In fact, I took her off the Christmas tree to bring her over here and show her to you. And now here's another little angel, but I think this little angel is a little bit scary because she has no face. I don't know if she had a face and it just got rubbed off or what, but she has no face at all except blushy cheeks. But she's still very, very pretty, and she can stand up or you can hang her on your Christmas tree. So isn't she lovely? Maybe I should get one of the elves to paint a face on her so she won't be quite so scary looking. Oh, I love this angel too. She also does not have a face. But you know what she's made out of, boys and girls? She's made out of a seashell, and she comes from California. Someone from California made her for me and sent her to me, and you see her whole gown is a seashell, and so is the crown on her head. And she can hang on a tree, very, very beautiful, but she also needs a face. I don't know why these angels don't have any faces. It's very, very confusing to me. Okay, let's see, what else have I got in here? Oh, I love this little angel. This is a baby angel. Isn't she cute and pudgy? Oh, she has her little wings, and she's kneeling down, but she's not wearing any pants. Oh, but that's okay because she's an angel. All she has is a little piece of lace around her neck and her curly red hair, and she is holding a star, and she's designed to hang on a Christmas tree. She's very, very cute, this little baby angel. I don't think she'll stand up. Boom, there she goes, all the way down. And Mrs. Claus has 3 more special angels to share with you. This one is very, very old. Mrs. Claus got it at the North Pole Craft Fair a long, long time ago when Santa and I were first married, and I was just getting things to put on our very first Christmas tree. As you can see, this is a beautiful purple angel, and her outfit has been made by lace that's been all crimped up very carefully by the person who crafted her. And then he put a beautiful golden bow on her, and the belt that she has with the bow goes all the way around. She has beautiful blonde hair and a silvery halo, and she's designed to hang on a tree. And as you know, Mrs. Claus takes very, very special care of all of the things in her collection. So even though this angel is very, very old and her lace has started to become yellow, every year when I take her off the tree, I wrap her in tissue paper like this. I carefully fold it up like this, and I put her in a special box that's designed just for my angels. And I store it away in my special Christmas decoration place to take good care until I see her next year. And that way, she stays almost like new. So you must always take very, very good care of the things that are special to you. Now I have one more angel. This angel is in a bag. She's very beautiful. She is made out of ceramic, and her dress has designs all the way around with sparkly glitter on the bottom. It almost looks like a wedding gown. She's carrying a wreath. Now, this angel does not have a halo. She's very heavy. She's designed to hang on a tree, and it's special because her banner says teacher on it, and she was given to one of the teachers here in the North Pole who let me borrow it so I could show her to you. She has glitter on her wings. Isn't she beautiful? She's a very special angel. She does not stand up. Oh, yes, she does. She has blonde hair. This angel has red hair, and this angel has brown hair. Angels have all different kinds of hair. Some of them even have white hair, like Mrs. Claus. And now this is the very last angel that I'm going to show for you. This angel is very special. She is designed to go on the top of a Christmas tree. Now, she doesn't light up or anything, but I love the way she has her arms spread out like she's going to give you a great big hug. You can hang her, or you can put the top of the tree right down under her dress, and she can stand on the top of the tree like this. Isn't she beautiful? She was also made by a craftsperson. I love the craftspersons. They're very, 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 very handy. I can't get her to stand up or anything, so I'll just hold her like this. Now, did you know, boys and girls, that when you hear a bell ring, anywhere or anytime, that means that an angel in training in heaven has just received their wings. So you see, when I ring this, an angel in heaven is getting her wings or his wings. Yes, there can be boy angels. They don't all have to be girls. In fact, there was one boy angel who was very, very naughty, but we won't talk about him at all now, will we? In fact, while this angel is getting her wings, let's go and get a song from my favorite singer in the whole wide world, Judy Pancoast. Hello, Judy.
Hi, Mrs. Claus. Hi, Freddie. Hi, boys and girls. This is one you can dance to if you wanna. This is my message to Santa. Santa, Santa, what you got for me? Did you bring me something special for underneath my Christmas tree? I didn't mean to surprise you here by the fireplace, but I've been waiting all night long just to see your face. So what you got? What you got? Santa, what you got for me? I have been so good this year, I ain't done nothing bad, except for just that one time when I got so awfully mad. The boy next door, he tried to steal my daddy's Maserati. He found out with a kick and a shout, I've been studying karate. Oh, Santa, Santa, what you got for me? Did you bring me something special for underneath my Christmas tree? I didn't mean to surprise you here by the fireplace, but I've been waiting all night long, oh, just to see your face. So what you got? What you got? Santa, what you got for me? I know you can forgive me, 'cause you're such a darling man. The day I finger-painted on the seats of Mommy's van. And you are kinda old, and so I'm sure that you've forgotten when I pushed Stacy, what's-her-facey, 'cause she was being rotten. Oh, Santa, Santa, what you got for me? Did you bring me something special for underneath my Christmas tree? I didn't mean to surprise you here by the fireplace, but I've been waiting all night long, oh, just to see your face. So what you got? What you got? Santa, what you got for me? Sometimes I'm nasty, sometimes I'm naughty. One time I pushed my little brother off the party. I get away with lots of things 'cause I'm really cute. So come on, Santa, give up the loot. Let's go! Come on, Mrs. Claus. Shake your booty, boys and girls. I love to dance. Santa, you're so good and kind. I'm sure you are agreeing that I should not be penalized. I'm just a human being. So bring me lots and lots of toys now, won't you, Santa dear? And I will try my hardest to be extra good next year. Oh, Santa, Santa, what you got for me? Did you bring me something special for underneath my Christmas tree? I didn't mean to surprise you here by the fireplace, but I've been waiting all night long, oh, just to see your face. So what you got? What you got? Santa, what you got for me? What you got? What you got? What you got in that sack for me? Come on, Santa.
Oh, I didn't realize you were back. I was just enjoying that Christmas song from Judy Pancoast. Mrs. Claus just loves to cut a rug. Oh, what? You don't know what that means, to cut a rug? No, I don't mean really cut a rug, like this, snip, snip, snip. No, no, no. When Mrs. Claus was a little girl, that was an expression we used to say, like, more fun than a bag of cats. Oh, you never heard that one either? Do you like to dance? Well, if you like to dance, then that means you enjoy cutting a rug. But don't cut Mommy and Daddy's rug. They wouldn't like that at all. And especially if you do, don't tell them Mrs. Claus told you to do it. Okay, now it's time for me to read a special Christmas book to you from my personal collection, my big bag of Christmas. Oh, remember this? I found this here in my bag a few days ago. It says, to Mrs. Claus, do not open until Christmas. Who would do that? Who would hide this in my bag and then make me wait until Christmas Eve to open it? It says Christmas Eve, so that means tomorrow. So it's just a day. Couldn't I open it now? What difference does a day make? Should I, boys and girls? Do you think I should open it? What do you think? Oh, you're saying, no, I shouldn't open it. Oh, but you over there, you were saying, yes, I should open it. Oh, the temptation is great, but no, I shall be very, very good, and I shall put it away until tomorrow. In the meantime, I was selected this book, Emma's Christmas. Long time ago, Mrs. Claus knew a very, very special little girl named Emma, and this book came from her. So I'll share this with you now. An old song, re-sung and pictured by Irene Trivis. Once upon a time, there was a farmer's daughter named Emma, who went barefoot in the summer, talked to the pigs, and liked to sit in the branches of the old cherry tree all year round. She did wear boots in the winter. On the first day of Christmas, the young local prince saw Emma in her tree. There and then he knew that she, and only she, could be his own true love. Oh, the prince asked the farmer for Emma's hand in marriage. The farmer asked her how she felt about such an honor. Emma wasn't all that thrilled. The prince had a funny smile, and he was, to be sure, a prince, but she couldn't imagine herself living happily in a castle. No, she said, but thank you, Prince. However, the prince would not take no for an answer. Instead, that very day, he sent her by royal messenger a partridge in a pear tree. Emma was pleasantly surprised. On the second day of Christmas, 2 messengers came bearing a cage with 2 turtle doves and another partridge in another pear tree. Emma was charmed. On the morning of the 3rd day of Christmas, 3 men trudged through the snow with 3 French hens, 2 more turtle doves, and a 3rd partridge in a 3rd pear tree. He's overdoing it, muttered Emma's mother. On the 4th day of Christmas, more messengers brought 4 calling birds who called out, Emma! 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 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves, and another pear tree with yet another partridge. We'd better build a birdhouse, said Emma's father. Her mother made 10 quarts of pear jam. On the 5th day of Christmas, Emma received 4 more calling birds, 3 more French hens, 2 more turtle doves, another partridge in a pear tree, and for change, 5 golden rings. He is overdoing it. Most guys would just give a girl 1 ring, but he gave her 5. At dawn on the 6th day of Christmas, Emma was still in bed when she heard 6 knocks at the cottage door. She peeked out the window and saw 6 swans swimming in a silver pool. All the other birds were stacked up by the chimney. 5 more golden rings were tied to the door handle. Knock, 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 knock. It was the 7th day of Christmas. Uh-oh! When she opened the door, Emma saw 7 geese a-laying, 6 more swans a-swimming, 5 golden rings. Let's see, that makes 15 rings so far. This guy is loaded. 4 calling birds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves, and another partridge in a pear tree. That makes 69 birds, and they're all laying eggs, she groaned. Oh, Mrs. Claus needs a sip of water. This is going to be a long book. Very good water here at the North Pole. On the 8th day of Christmas, there was something new. 8 milking maids, each with her own pail, milking stool, and cow. Ooh, I hope they have room in the barn. Behind them were 7 more geese, 6 more swimming swans, 4 calling birds, 3 French hens, and 2 turtle doves. 4 more golden rings were hanging on the pear tree. A partridge was chewing on the 5th. Worn out, Emma dreamed she heard music, But it was no dream. It was the morning of the 9th day of Christmas, and what she heard were 9 pipers piping a tune that was so lovely she could almost ignore the 8 new milkmaids and their cows, the 7 new geese, the 6 new swans, the 5 new golden rings, the 4 new calling birds, 3 new French hens, 2 new turtle doves, and way off in the distance, the partridge in the pear tree. But not quite. On the 10th day of Christmas, the cottage door flew open, and 10 drummers drummed their way inside to the 9 pipers piping. The 8 milkmaids tumbled after with all the cows, geese, swans, golden rings, calling birds, French hens, turtle doves, and, of course, a partridge in another pear tree. The farmer and his wife packed some eggs and 100 jars of pear jam and left home to visit the farmer's ancient parents, who lived far away on the other side of the kingdom. Emma stayed home to watch over the farm. That night, she made 52 pear omelets for all the drummers, pipers, and maids. She fed the cows 24 bales of hay. The birds did very well on chopped pears and cottage cheese. Oh, I like chopped pears and cottage cheese. On the 11th day of Christmas, 11 ladies danced in, with 10 more drummers, 9 more pipers, 8 more milking maids, and all the usual birds. Emma made 90 omelets, squeezed 10 gallons of pear juice, and fed everybody. Then she threw the 35 rings at the 32 calling birds who were driving her crazy, screeching, "Emma! Emma! Emma! Emma!" On the 12th day of Christmas, a very weary Emma climbed up to the hayloft for some sleep. But over the snowy hills she saw 12 leaping lords, 11 dancing ladies, 10 drummers drumming, 9 piping pipers, 8 milkmaids with cows, 7 laying geese, 6 swimming swans, 5 pages wearing 5 golden rings, 4 calling birds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves, and just behind the pear tree and its partridge, the prince himself, smiling his funny smile. In spite of herself, Emma was enchanted. The prince ran into the house and up the ladder. "Emma, my own true love," he cried, "now will you be my princess and live with me in the castle?" "Prince dear, yes and no," Emma replied. "I've been thinking. Most of the castle's people must be here by now. If they stayed, and you stayed, well, then we could be married. Would you like to be my farmer prince?" "I'd love it," he said. And so it was that Emma and the prince, in the company of the 12 lords, 22 ladies, 30 drummers, 36 pipers, 40 milking maids and their cows, 42 geese, 42 swans, 36 calling birds, 30 French hens, 22 turtle doves, 12 partridges, and Emma's father and mother exchanged 40 golden rings and were very happily married. The pear trees grew into an orchard, and the cows into a dairy herd, and the 184 birds laid thousands and thousands of eggs, most of which hatched. The end! Isn't that a wonderful story? As you know, boys and girls, they've taken the 12 Days of Christmas song, which we love so much here at the North Pole, and made a very interesting book about it. That could be a project for you. Perhaps you could take the 12 Days of Christmas song and make a story of your own out of it. What things would you have? Would they be trucks, or perhaps dolls, or maybe there would be 5... I don't know. 5 special things inside a golden Christmas box for Mrs. Claus. I'm not going to open it. No, I'm I'm not, because tomorrow is Christmas Eve, and we'll be back here tomorrow, and we can open it together. In the meantime, have a lovely Christmas. Mind your manners when you're eating, and little boys, always take off your hats when you're inside the house. It's very, very, very not nice to wear a hat, especially at the dinner table or when you're eating in a restaurant. Call Mrs. Claus old-fashioned, but she loves the old-fashioned manners. And I'll see you tomorrow for Christmas Eve. Don't blow it tonight by being naughty. Goodbye!